The captain for Weston-super-Mare getting back in there, but Hanwell had turned the ball over, and it's Mackenzie who wedges his way into the box, has a right-footed shot there, and managed to get himself a couple of yards. It's well blocked by the Weston-super-Mare defender, out for a corner, and you have to say, in the second half, 6 minutes gone into the 52nd minute now, Hanwell looked good, foot of the defender, the corner's now delivered in, and it's a free header there, and he loops towards the back post, couldn't quite drop to the feet of any of the Hanwell players, and it's hooked clear by the fullback for Weston, and it's only as far as Osman, who then tries to play it back to the centre-back, and it goes actually all the way back to Max Merrick. It's sent up high by the Weston goalkeeper, and it looks like he might have gone through on goal there, number 9. Jackson, who got himself on the end of that, it was missed by the Hanwell defenders, and Jackson all of a sudden found himself going through one-on-one with the keeper, and I think he was quite stunned to find himself in that position, because he shanked the shot straight into the arms of Max Merrick, who'd come out to meet him. Marlon Jackson's hanging his head and looking to the skies as he realises he probably should have done more with that. Could that have been the chance that Weston-super-Mare should have taken, as we have not long to go now, ticking into the last 10 minutes. Yeah, that was one of those, facing his own goalkeeper, really just had to shovel that one out for a corner kick, because there was players in front of him and one behind him as well, lurking at the back post. Really corridor uncertainty stuff as they play the corner short, and the ball does get delivered, and it drops to the back post there, and it's a tap-in at the far post there. And it really wasn't brilliantly defended there from the Hanwell Town defenders. The ball was taken short from the corner and then crossed into the back post. The defenders just never really got off the line. And it was headed back across, a little bit of a jumble there, and then shovelled in at the back post. Free man, and that's 1-0 now to Harrow on the away side. 15 minutes gone, taking their one clear chance of the half so far. You have to say, it's against the run of play. He had to get there at the back post, and he did well to lurk and just get the tap in there. Really well done there from Luca. He's held it up and he's laid it off there to Rush on the halfway line, who's actually got acres of space to walk into. Tries to pick up a pass. He can't really get under control. It's a really good turn actually. He stands up the defender down the left hand side. Can he look to get a delivery? Chops back onto his right foot, and the defender just gets there, and then it does get cleared out for a corner kick now to Hanwell. He just did a little bit too much there on Okwai, because he actually had the beating of the defender down the left hand side. He didn't really want to cross into his left foot. It could have been that he was trying to get back onto his favoured right for a shot off, but he was a bit wide there. I think best option might have been to deliver into the box, but in the end did manage to win the corner. Another promising situation now for Hanwell. They've been really racking up the corners. It's really good work out there on the right hand side for Ola and Femi. He stood his man up and he just stopped it, and then he went, and again he went twice, and again he finally knocked it around the man, got to the other side, delivered actually a really dangerous ball across, pulled it back, and it was unlucky that the finish couldn't just find the bottom left hand corner there. It was dragged across, didn't quite catch who it was there, but towards the keeper's right. The keeper got down, you could see that he was worried there, but the defender managed to get a foot in just before it troubled the goal. But it was good again, more pressure from Hanwell in response to this early goal from Harrow. Ola Femi is really causing trouble when he gets down this right hand side, and he's actually in a full back position. He's overlapping fantastically, and so far this Harrow fullback is having a real struggle keeping him contained. He's done brilliantly there. He showed him the outside where he's gone the last few times, and he's done him like a kipper outside a few times now, and this time he's just chopped inside and no one's gone with him. He's been allowed to walk into the box, hit the shot, and couldn't quite get it on target. It's clipped the crossbar. He'll be upset with himself there, because I think actually he had quite a few free yards to get a shot away and possibly even drive close towards the goal. He had a couple of glimpses there, didn't he, Kane, to be able to deliver or get a cross away or even possibly get a shot off, and he dilly-dallied on the ball. I think he was possibly waiting for a little bit more support to go with him, and it had been such a fast break. He'd got down the left hand side, he'd left all his teammates behind, and then everyone came streaking into the box. By then also a few of the Harrow defenders had got back, and he tried to twist and turn and find the opportunity, and by then they'd gone, and then he just couldn't make the pass out back out wide to try and recycle it and start the attack again. But promising from Hanwell coming out once again. We've seen that Harrow got a few men forward, and then Hanwell coming up with his fast counter attack. Kane looks really good coming down this left hand side, nice and quick, and if he can manage to get his feet moving a little bit faster there and deliver into the box, or even get himself a shot away, even maybe win a foul, get themselves up the pitch, then it's looking really, really dangerous up there. He's been really, really strong at the back tonight, Dwayne Duncan, because he's marking two bigger players, and he's won everything in the air. He's swept everything up. He's looked really, really strong at the back, and he's not let anything get past him tonight. Really, really impressive performance there at the back.
Definitely.
In a scrappy game too, where things can sometimes drop by you when the ball goes over your head and you get turned, as we saw a couple of times from the Harrow defenders in the first half, where they got turned by the pace of the Hanwell strikers. Not really happened to Duncan at the back. He's done a really good down the left hand side once again, as we've discussed. Harrow up the other end, and suddenly Hanwell are breaking. Really fast attack, and Anokwai couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet. He's been playing down the left, and he looked for a second like he was going to bear down on goal, straight in. I think his touch took him a little bit out wide to the left, and then the ball stuck under his feet, and then all of a sudden it was a little bit slower. He tried to once again go again. He's a big lad, he couldn't quite get the feet moving to get the shot away, and when he did, good covering defensive tackle actually, and got knocked out for a Hanwell corner.